And hello to my son.
Hello to my dad. This is the first episode of the Allan interviews, first and only episode probably, where we get a little silly, a little goofy, and even a little bit dubious.
I'm not going to get silly and goofy because I'm always silly and goofy. So I'm just going to...
You're always silly and goofy?
I'm maintaining. Yeah, this is me maintaining.
That's good to hear. What about dubious? Are you a little bit dubious?
I am not dubious.
You're not dubious? Okay.
Dubious implies some kind of dark context, and I don't feel like I'm there. I'm skipping dubious entirely.
That's good.
But I'm not judging anybody who is dubious. You go ahead and be dubious.
That's good. You can be dubious. Okay. My name is Allan, as everyone here knows. Hopefully, I hope.
Allan Bank.
Allan Bank. Yes, Allan Bank is Penny Bank's son.
Correct.
I go by he, him, and a bunch of other pronouns that you can check my bio for, and that's like me. That's just me. I'm just a little bit dubious. Penny Bank, who are you?
That's all good.
Penny Bank, who are you?
How am I or who am I?
Who am I? Who are you? For anyone who doesn't know.
Oof. I am not a villain.
Not a villain.
I am not dubious.
Not dubious.
I am silly. I am a cat lover.
Good.
Sitting next to my beloved animal right now.
That's awesome. I'm sitting next to a knockoff Garfield plushie, so that's close enough.
It's still a cat.
Still cat, yes.
Why is it knockoff? It doesn't come from official whoever made Garfield? Was that Nickelodeon?
No, it does not come from whoever made Garfield. I got it off of Amazon. And honestly, it doesn't really look like Garfield, but the plush said Garfield. He's just kind of orange.
Okay. Orange cat is now generally taken to be Garfield. Do you know, actually it's not a fun fact, it's a trivia question. Who voiced Garfield in the cartoon?
Well, I'm supposed to be asking the questions, but no, I don't.
Well, the answer is Bill Murray.
I feel like I should know who that is. Anyway, just so I don't talk too long, because I like to chat. What is your biggest inspiration, first of all?
For music?
Just in general, I guess.
Oh, wow. Biggest inspiration in general in life. Does that have to be a person?
No, it could be anything. It could be like cheese, if you wanted it to be.
Creativity.
That's a good answer.
Thanks.
When did you start making music? When
I was 7 or 8, I had a band with my brother, and I burped and created silly characters, and we pretended like we were on the Jay Leno show. Do you know Jay Leno?
No.
Jay Leno was one of the long time late night talk show hosts. There was David Letterman and Jay Leno, and it was almost like Coke and Pepsi. Somebody was into one or the other. And when I was probably like 6 or 7, I want to say, I pretended like I was a character called Bobcat Goldthwait, and my brother was Jay Leno, and I was on his show acting a fool. So that was my first so-called band. And I don't know if you want a real actual musical answer. The answer is when I was 13, I had my first drum set, and I started a band called the Republicans.
So far, that is very silly. That is very goofy. So you're holding up.
I do. And political. I somehow mixed that in.
That is very, yeah. I mean, I'm not Republican, but
I was not down with the Republicans, even as a 13-year-old. Actually, I had no idea what it even meant when I was that young.
Honestly, I respect it.
Thanks. So next that's my double answer. Okay, next question.
What was your first fighting request? Because you get a lot of those.
Boy, I'm not sure I have a real answer for that. I would have to go through my emails and look that up. But it's very possible that it was Subspace and Medkit Won't Stop Fighting. It probably was.
That sounds about right, because that's the first one I saw.
Yeah, that's the one that really actually kind of changed everything for Penny Bank. That was a turning point.
Yeah, you blew up.
That was when I went semi-viral. I'm gonna give it like a fraction of viral.
Fraction of viral is better than no viral. So.
Agreed.
This one might be even harder because what was your first request?
I think somebody asked me to make a song about one of the members of Blur. You know the band Blur?
I do.
They wanted me to make a song about one of them being Baby Girl. I'm pretty sure. And and then it started a whole... So the chain here is that I did a Baby Girl song, not really knowing what that meant. And then started getting Baby Girl requests. And next thing I knew... people from Radiohead are Baby Girl, people from Green Day are Baby Girl, and I'm like, what is this all about? What is happening here? And it just kind of led to, that was the start of all the requests happening.
That is such a penny bank thing to happen.
Before there even was a penny bank thing.
True. Penny bank is a verb, penny bank is an adjective, penny bank is a person.
Yeah.
How do you come up
is
with ideas?
definitely an action. Sorry, what was your question?
How do you come up with ideas like outside of the requests?
So the history of it was I wanted people to be able to find my stuff randomly. So I would choose celebrities generally and write a whole album about a celebrity. So if I would do Bruno Mars, for example, I would write 28-song album about Bruno Mars because I wanted to do 14 songs a day. And for a while, that was just how I did it. It was like celebrities only, mostly. And then I would do these random songs. Sometimes I would sit down and creativity wasn't flowing in the celebrity fashion. Something else would just come to me and I would make some random song. And so I ended up collecting a bunch of those and releasing them as a miscellaneous album, and those are some of my favorites because they just come from nowhere. So my miscellaneous albums are the beginnings of when I started doing stuff that was completely coming from seemingly nowhere. And once in a while I just need to do something that is entirely for my own entertainment, such as the most recent album, which was all about people with ridiculous names. Did you hear that one?
Yes, Gabby Ghoul, Howard Bungus.
Correct. And I'm going to put that in my top 3 favorite albums.
I actually don't know who Howard Bungus is or where it came from. I just remember I started saying it because everyone else was saying it.
That's what you should be doing. I'll never really encourage people to do something just because everyone else is doing it, except for when it comes to Howard Bungus.
Where is Howard Bungus from?
Howard Bungus, man.
Alright. Okay. That's good enough. Do you have any advice for like musicians who want to start making music?
Absolutely. You already gave the answer, which is start making music. I'm gonna give you a story of this actually hit me very recently. So this is going to be a convoluted answer. I don't know if you're familiar with the fact that I recently went on hiatus for requests. Did you know that?
I didn't, but I
didn't really announce it. I made it my email response. So as of last week, I am currently not recording songs for Penny Bank because that well is a little bit dry. Like I just don't have much left in it, and I want it to recharge because I want to be able to give it my all, and I don't want to force anything. So the other reason for doing that is because for a couple of years now I've had some kind of creativity bubbling up for another album under a different artist name. I make music under different names, and there's one that's my absolute favorite. Well, I shouldn't say favorite because Penny Bank I would say is equal but in different ways. But it's my quote unquote real music. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so I've done 4 albums under that artist name, and I've been trying to start the next one. Or I shouldn't say I've been trying to start it. I've just been wanting to do it. And coming up empty each time I think about how to approach it. So last week, I was really bothered by it, and I said I really need to start focusing on that album. Like, it has to come out. So I remembered back to a time when I was in a band where we had that same issue. We were like, hey, we got all this music and we want to make this album. And we kept putting it off, not knowing how to approach it. Till one day we were hanging out and we said, why don't we just go start it right now? Walk in the other room and hit record and just start. And it's exactly what we did. And it just from that moment, we got an album. Like, all you have to do sometimes is just begin it. Even if you don't know where you're going, you just take that first step and it gets it going. And so that's what I did last week with my new album. So my advice to people who want to start making music is start making music, even if you have no idea where it's going to go.
Wow. I think that's good advice. I don't know. I don't make music, but that sounds very good and smart.
I hope it helps somebody. I mean, if you even if you don't make music, I mean, listen to Penny Bank. That's not music. Sometimes it is, but you could.
No, Penny Bank is peak music.
I'll agree with you some of the time. There's some big time trash in there. I don't know if you've heard some of the early stuff, but it's pretty cringy.
Nah, I don't believe it.
That's why you're my son. You're my favorite.
I'm your favorite son?
Yes, you're just my favorite in general.
Thank you. Teehee. That was a really long answer, and I think that's really good advice. But now it's time for the silly section.
Wait, hold up. Speaking of the silly section, did you just give me a tiny little tee-hee?
Yeah. Teehee.
I thought you might have snuck that in there. That was good.
Charlie, can we get an air horn sound effect, please, for the silly section?
Make it good, Charlie. Charlie's asleep.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay, Charlie. What's your favorite food?
Cinnamon buns.
That's a good answer. I really like cinnamon buns. How is Mrs. Bank?
She's incredible.
That's great. Great to hear. What do you think of your numerous children and nieces and nephews and just like the whole Bank family in general?
You're going to get the large share of my will. The rest of you will get an equal portion. So I'm sorry to play favorites, but yes, Allan Bank will be getting the lion's share of my will. And that's that. I hope it doesn't cause fighting between you.
I'll share with the others. I feel bad taking all of it.
There's one stipulation though. If you do, then you're cut out of the will entirely.
Oh, but see, that's where you're wrong, because you said there will, but Pennybank never dies.
See, that was a test. The whole thing was a test.
Yeah.
And you passed.
Yeah. See, this is just me. This is just how it goes in the Bank family.
You're smart.
This one's a little bit silly, a little bit goofy, because we are in the silly section. Charlie's gonna know this one.
Always in the silly section, son.
He's always in the silly section. Charlie's gonna know this one. Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no games, or games? Unlimited games, but no games.
Unlimited games, but no games?
Yeah, or unlimited bacon, but no games.
So I don't get games anyway.
Well, no, you get unlimited games.
But no games.
Come on, mate. It's just like Howard Bungus. You gotta go along with it.
I just want to make sure that I pick the right answer, because I don't want to miss out on all that bacon. So I'm going to say that I want the unlimited games, but no games.
Really?
Yeah.
That's going to be real controversial.
Well, I kind of grew up without bacon, and so as much as I like it, it's not a do or die for me. I don't need bacon. Contrary to the fact that I just said I don't want to miss out on all that bacon.
True.
I'm a paradox.
You're You're a mystery. No one knows. Last but not least, where can we find you? Like on
New
the
Jersey.
internet. New Jersey. Oh, I meant like on the internet.
My Discord? Who's we? How do you?
I meant like what's your socials?
Oh, this is the promotion section.
You can plug the Penny Bank. You can plug
Penny Bank songs on anything, on Instagram, on the TikTok, and on YouTube. Penny Bank songs.
Anyway, go on.
That's the answer. Penny Bank songs on all those things. And
That's
currently
great.
making animations. I'm putting my focus on this new album as a different artist name and on the animations. In fact, right now I'm, as of the time of this call, looking at the screen right now. All day I've been working on an animation about, what are their names? Young Gravy and Baby No Money kissing.
Yo, it's Baby No Money. I love Baby No Money.
Well, then this one's for you.
Yippee!
I hope you're gonna like it. It's fun. It's giving me more challenges than I expected it to, but I'm hoping I'll have it finished tomorrow. It's definitely not happening today.
I also hope you have it finished tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Will you be there to check out its debut?
I will be there unless I'm in school, but I'll still be there because I have access to my Chromebook. Sick.
Okay.
And
appreciate that you
one more
did this.
thing before you go.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please give me your best? Yippee!
Yippee!
Yeah! Yay. That was great. Thank you so much for being here, Penny Bank.
Thank you, son. I had a great time. Charlie, great job. Those sound effects, incredible.
Great job, Charlie.
Talk to you.
Talk to you soon.